Today, I'm gonna play with an award-winning ultrasonic makeup brush that does it all. It has a lot of claims. It's antimicrobial, it's ultrasonic, very fast, and it's supposed to give you airbrush finish every single time. Also, we found a cheaper option that looks exactly the same, has a very similar name, but it's at a fraction of a cost. So, let's begin. This is by Michael Todd. This is their Sonic Blend Pro. It's the world's first antimicrobial sonic makeup brush. You're probably wondering how much this costs. This right here, for some reason they sell, it's kind of like a BOGO. You buy one and get one free. It's currently on sale, but originally it's $158. So you do save quite a bit off. So what they're saying, it says it guards against 99.9% of bacteria, so your brush stays cleaner, fresher, longer. That sounds awesome because let's just be honest, we don't always wash our makeup brushes after each use. So how to use this is very simple. You basically decide which setting you want to use. There's 3 settings, a low, medium, and a high. And they do give recommendations right here on their little pamphlet. They're saying for a liquid foundation, use the medium or high vibration or the sonic pulses, which is 24,000 per minute, which sounds very fast. And then you can also use it for a setting powder, a blush, contour, and highlight. So I'm thinking I'll do foundation with this, and then also we'll test like a contour, like a cream contour, and see how well it blends in or if it's gonna take the makeup off. So let's check it out. So for liquid foundation, they say medium or high. Let's start off on the medium and then work our way up to high. Just gonna do one pump. Like I said, we're just gonna do the one side right here and see how well this blends. All right, let's just go for it. Okay, you can see it's blending. Oh, that feels so weird. It's like blowing on my face. Woo! Ooh, that tickles on around the ear. Whoa, this is like, it's giving me like shivers down the back of my neck. Ooh, especially around the nose. Oh, it's gonna make me sneeze. Okay, really good. That blended really fast. And I feel like for the amount of foundation that I used, I didn't even use a full pump. Woo! Look at that. That was like really quick. Like a really solid, almost medium to full coverage. Wow, that's actually really nice. I don't know, I feel like I didn't really need to go even higher just because you can kind of have a little bit more control and movement because it kind of does want to take off just a little bit, so you do have to put a little bit more pressure, and it is a little bit heavy, so I can see why a lot of people wouldn't enjoy this and also why some would. It's a very weird sensation. It's very ticklish, it's very sensitive. Like you can really feel it, but look at that coverage. That looks really good. And it's very even, very quick to blend. That's very nice. The next thing I wanna do is apply a little bit of cream contour and really see how it's going to apply it, just because a lot of times with something like this, that pressure, it really kind of just digs into the makeup underneath and it just separates and just creates that bald patching. So I'm really curious to see if that's going to work really well together. I'm just gonna take the brush and dip it right into my contour. And they say low to medium. Let's start off with a low. I guess you could just do that, kind of like stamp it, or you could just very gently buff it. Whoa, okay. I didn't get too much product, but whoa, do you see that? That's actually really good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wow, that's actually really, really nice. And I'm looking at my makeup underneath. It looks like it's not disturbed, but everything just looks really soft and very airbrushed, very blurred. I'm just gonna take a little bit more, just because I wanna see what it's going to look like with a little bit more product buildup. Wow, that's actually really comfortable. Am I seeing a little bit product come off? Like right here, a little bit of foundation. I'm kind of seeing something reflecting off the light just right here, a tiny little spot, but it could be just something reflecting really weird. But the way it blended, really beautiful, very seamless, very effortlessly, honestly. And I would say it is definitely innovative because of this antimicrobial brush head, which is awesome. That way you don't have to wash it as often. The only thing I will say negative about it is if you want to use it electronically, you do have to make sure you keep charging it. It does come with a charger, USB, but you do have to have your own charging block to put it into than an outlet. I think next I wanna take a little bit of this powder bronzer. I'm gonna do the same thing, a low. And I feel like I'm barely touching my face. I'm not really like digging the brush into my face because you can see it's like touching it and it's like doing the work for me. What do we think with the powder? That's beautiful. I wasn't going to use this with concealer, but I'm really interested now. I really want to try it. I'm just gonna do a tiny little bit right here. I'm going to use it on the lowest setting just because underneath the eyes you want to be gentle. And again, I'm just gonna basically just move around back and forth. Woo, that tickles. Okay. I feel like it's not doing as good of a job just because it's such a big brush head. Yeah, you can see it's not doing that good of a job with concealer. And if you're wondering, they do have other brush head attachments that you can purchase, but for this specific one, their Sonic Blend Pro, they only have 3 other options. They have like a flat head, then they have a more precision one that's a little more round and tapered at the very top, and then they have this mermaid colored one, which is really pretty. And each brush head attachment is $19. So I was thinking to myself, I'd probably want to buy like 2 extra for like bronzer, contour, blush, and then powder like separate. Next step, let's do a little bit of blush, and we're gonna do a liquid blush. So how I usually blend it is I stipple it with just like a regular brush, or I use a dampened sponge. And again, they say for blush, low to medium speed. Okay. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I do a much faster job with just my regular blush brush when I just take the little dots and I just stipple it onto my face, and it just blends really seamlessly, really effortlessly. But that did a really beautiful job. Let's just do a tiny bit more. And I'm like barely touching my face. I just want the brush to do its job. Yeah, that looks really airbrushed. Like, wow, that looks airbrushed. That's really stunning, actually. All right, last but not least, let's do a little bit of highlight, and then we'll do powder. We're gonna take highlight, but powder highlight. Low. Oh yeah. I feel like it's about finding the right pressure of how much you need to press down and rotate. Because look at that, that's amazing. Wow, that looks so good. That's incredible. All right, last but not least, powder. Just a little bit, just underneath right here, a little bit on the forehead. Just gonna like swirl it in here. And for powder, they were saying, for setting powder, high speed. Which is so interesting. Wow. Take a little bit more. And I don't turn it on when I do it into the product itself. I don't know if I should be or not. And the one thing I am noticing, I am shedding quite a bit of little hairs. And it usually is when it's brand new. Oh yeah, that's nice. Okay, done one side of the face. It looks very airbrushed, very soft, like very diffused, but I'm really impressed with how everything blended together, and especially that nothing looks patchy and everything just looks very seamless. I think that's my favorite part. Everything is super seamless. And the brush, it's not that dirty considering how many products I used. Let's try the cheaper version from Target, and it's pretty much the exact same thing. So this right here is the budget, cheaper friendly option. It's $29 at Target, and this is the brand Spa Sciences, and this is their antimicrobial sonic makeup brush. Literally the exact same name, and it has all of the same claims. 99, oh no, just kidding. This one is only 99% antimicrobial protection. The Michael Todd is 99.9%. Ah, okay, so we found a difference. It also has the Sonic 24,000 movements per minute, so that's very similar. And the same thing, they're showing you that you can use it with multiple different finishes, with formulas, and it's gonna give you that beautiful airbrush finish. Let's play with it as well and see how well they compare, because even the brush heads, they feel super similar. So it's extremely the same. I think it's even probably same weight. The heads look very similar. The only thing I will say, Michael Todd has a little bit more density. It's a little more packed versus the Target. It's, even though they feel super similar, honestly, if I had to close my eyes, they both feel and they look extremely similar. It's just this one is dirty. But I mean, it's literally the exact same thing, except for you have different logo and a different name towards the bottom. They even have the exact 3 same settings, and their instructions are pretty much identical. The only thing different is this low, medium, and high is just the way they wrote it out. Michael Todd has little dots, and Echo or Spa Sciences has lines, which is so fascinating. It's probably, they use the same manufacturer out in China, but you get for a fraction of the cost. So let's start again, foundation and contour, bronzer, blush, highlight, all that good stuff. All right, we're gonna do a medium. Yep, feels exact same. Feels really nice and soft. Still dense. Still very ticklish. Blends really nice, very even. I feel like it's a little bit uneven right here, and I'm seeing a little bit of spotting right here. That's what I was wondering if, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it's not even right here. I'm gonna try to fix that, because I feel like with the Sonic I had no issues. With this one I have to kind of fix some spots, which is not good. And I'm using the exact same makeup, so I don't know. Maybe because it is a little bit more dense, because this definitely feels a little more dense versus this one. It's not as tightly packed. I don't know. Maybe it's in my head. Let's do contour. And I'm just gonna do the same thing. Kind of just stippled it, but kind of just moved it back and forth also. Take a little bit more. It looks very similar to me, except for that foundation where it was a little patchy. But this right here, it's doing pretty good job blending everywhere into the hairline. And then take the powder. Hi. I just love how just airbrush everything looks, and you have to do the tiniest amount of pressure, and it just kind of does it for you because of those movements. Now let's move on to blush, the liquid blush. And again, I believe we did on low. Just kind of pressing it to the face very lightly and gently. Gentle. Like I said, I think I prefer just the regular way to apply this blush. I think I like it better. It just blends in a lot easier and faster. I think the faster part for me, because it does blend quite fast like this, but it's definitely a little bit, it's a lot slower than just my regular way of just like stippling onto the face, which is so interesting. Last but not least, we have the highlight and then powder. Now that I'm done, if you're looking from side to side, both sides honestly look very even. And one thing I will say, the only discrepancy I found was it was a little bit uneven right here with the foundation with the Target one, the Spa Sciences. But yeah, they're both very similar. Packaging is literally the exact same except for obviously the logos and the names. And then the one thing is the brush head. It just feels super similar, and they actually fit each other, and they work with the brush head. The one thing I will say, yes, there were some hairs that fell out while I was applying makeup with the Michael Todd. No hairs fell out with the Spa Sciences. But the one thing I will say, for some reason the Spa Sciences, it picked up a lot more makeup and it got dirty really fast, versus the Michael Todd, you can see that a lot of that, it didn't really soak up that much makeup. And that's why I was saying this one feels a little bit more dense. There's just a little bit more fibers versus the one here.
So, are you able to buy the head by itself?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you can use the Michael Todd head, this one is $19. Get this, you're still saving money. So not only is this brush and this brush, they're both fabulous, but I love that you can apply literally your full face and everything still looks so good. And there's not much product, at least on this brush head with the Michael Todd. It just blended so beautifully, so seamlessly. Like, I mean, even with the different textures, I did a powder, I did a liquid, I did a cream, and I really wanted to see how it was going to go on top of each other, and literally no issues, and that's my favorite thing. Like I said, I am going to buy a couple more brush heads just so I can use in between and just wash the other ones. But I'm honestly blown away. Travel is good also, I'm keeping that in mind. But not only is this really functional, it's really convenient, it's also really good for people that need help. For example, people with arthritis, with carpal tunnel, instead of holding it in between your fingers, literally hold it in your palm and just kind of put a little bit of pressure to your face, just very, very gently. You guys saw how close I was holding it to my face, and just literally let the brush head do its work. I mean, the results speak for themselves. They did a beautiful job, and I'm so impressed that I could do it literally all with one brush, except for concealer. That's the only thing I will complain about, but I think I understand why they don't want to bring it too close to the eyes. It's because of those sonic movements, because they are so fast and you want to be very gentle as possible underneath your eyes. Other than that, I'm very impressed. It's definitely innovative. It's definitely really interesting. I think it's awesome. And I think if you're looking for something like this, you will really enjoy it, especially this right here from Target. But for now, guys, thank you for watching, spending time with me, and I'll see you in the next one very soon. Bye.